I have great muscle growth capabilities. When I exercise, my muscles grow much faster. My muscles have high endurance. My muscles have high stamina. My muscles can take a lot of pressure. My bones are very durable. My bones have high stamina. My bones maintain a high mass. My bones can take a lot of pressure. My lungs can pump out oxygen quickly. My lungs can intake large amounts of oxygen. My heart can pump blood very efficiently. Why do I have great muscle growth capabilities? Why do my muscles grow much faster during exercise? Why do my muscles have high endurance? Why do my muscles have high stamina? Why can my muscles take a lot of pressure? Why are my bones very durable? Why do my bones have high stamina? Why can my bones maintain high mass? Why can my bones take a lot of pressure? Why can my lungs pump out oxygen quickly? Why can my lungs intake large amounts of oxygen? Why can my heart pump blood very efficiently? I have great muscle growth capabilities. When I exercise, my muscles grow much faster. My muscles have high endurance. My muscles have high stamina. My muscles can take a lot of pressure. My bones are very durable. My bones have high stamina. My bones maintain a high mass. My bones can take a lot of pressure. My lungs can pump out oxygen quickly. My lungs can intake large amounts of oxygen. My heart can pump blood very efficiently. Why do I have great muscle growth capabilities? Why do my muscles grow much faster during exercise? Why do my muscles have high endurance? Why do my muscles have high stamina? Why can my muscles take a lot of pressure? Why are my bones very durable? Why do my bones have high stamina? Why can my bones maintain high mass? Why can my bones take a lot of pressure? Why can my lungs pump out oxygen quickly? Why can my lungs intake large amounts of oxygen? Why can my heart pump blood very efficiently? I have great muscle growth capabilities. When I exercise, my muscles grow much faster. My muscles have high endurance. My muscles have high stamina. My muscles can take a lot of pressure. My bones are very durable. My bones have high stamina. My bones maintain a high mass. My bones can take a lot of pressure. My lungs can pump out oxygen quickly. My lungs can intake large amounts of oxygen. My heart can pump blood very efficiently. Why do I have great muscle growth capabilities? Why do my muscles grow much faster during exercise? Why do my muscles have high endurance? Why do my muscles have high stamina? Why can my muscles take a lot of pressure? Why are my bones very durable? Why do my bones have high stamina? Why can my bones maintain high mass? Why can my bones take a lot of pressure? Why can my lungs pump out oxygen quickly? Why can my lungs intake large amounts of oxygen? Why can my heart pump blood very efficiently? I have great muscle growth capabilities. When I exercise, my muscles grow much faster. My muscles have high endurance. My muscles have high stamina. My muscles can take a lot of pressure. My bones are very durable. My bones have high stamina. My bones maintain a high mass. My bones can take a lot of pressure. My lungs can pump out oxygen quickly. My lungs can intake large amounts of oxygen. My heart can pump blood very efficiently. Why do I have great muscle growth capabilities? Why do my muscles grow much faster during exercise? Why do my muscles have high endurance? Why do my muscles have high stamina? Why can my muscles take a lot of pressure? Why are my bones very durable? Why do my bones have high stamina? Why can my bones maintain high mass? Why can my bones take a lot of pressure? Why can my lungs pump out oxygen quickly? Why can my lungs intake large amounts of oxygen? Why can my heart pump blood very efficiently? I have great muscle growth capabilities. When I exercise, my muscles grow much faster. My muscles have high endurance. My muscles have high stamina. My muscles can take a lot of pressure. My bones are very durable. My bones have high stamina. My bones maintain a high mass. My bones can take a lot of pressure. My lungs can pump out oxygen quickly. My lungs can intake large amounts of oxygen. My heart can pump blood very efficiently. Why do I have great muscle growth capabilities? Why do my muscles grow much faster during exercise? Why do my muscles have high endurance? Why do my muscles have high stamina? Why can my muscles take a lot of pressure? Why are my bones very durable? Why do my bones have high stamina? Why can my bones maintain high mass? Why can my bones take a lot of pressure? Why can my lungs pump out oxygen quickly? Why can my lungs intake large amounts of oxygen? Why can my heart pump blood very efficiently? I have great muscle growth capabilities. When I exercise, my muscles grow much faster. My muscles have high endurance. My muscles have high stamina. My muscles can take a lot of pressure. My bones are very durable. My bones have high stamina. My bones maintain a high mass. My bones can take a lot of pressure. My lungs can pump out oxygen quickly. My lungs can intake large amounts of oxygen. My heart can pump blood very efficiently. Why do I have great muscle growth capabilities? Why do my muscles grow much faster during exercise? Why do my muscles have high endurance? Why do my muscles have high stamina? Why can my muscles take a lot of pressure? Why are my bones very durable? Why do my bones have high stamina? Why can my bones maintain high mass? Why Why can my bones take a lot of pressure? Why can my lungs pump out oxygen quickly? Why can my lungs intake large amounts of oxygen? Why can my heart pump blood very efficiently? I have great muscle growth capabilities. When I exercise, my muscles grow much faster. My muscles have high endurance. My muscles have high stamina. My muscles can take a lot of pressure. My bones are very durable. My bones have high stamina. My bones maintain a high mass. My bones can take a lot of pressure. My lungs can pump out oxygen quickly. My lungs can intake large amounts of oxygen. My heart can pump blood very efficiently. Why do I have great muscle growth capabilities? Why do my muscles grow much faster during exercise? Why do my muscles have high endurance? Why do my muscles have high stamina? Why can my muscles take a lot of pressure? Why are my bones very durable? Why do my bones have high stamina? Why can my bones maintain high mass? Why can my bones take a lot of pressure? Why can my lungs pump out oxygen quickly? Why can my lungs intake large amounts of oxygen? Why can my heart pump blood very efficiently? I have great muscle growth capabilities. When I exercise, my muscles grow much faster. My muscles have high endurance. My muscles have high stamina. My muscles can take a lot of pressure. My bones are very durable. My bones have high stamina. My bones maintain a high mass. My bones can take a lot of pressure. My lungs can pump out oxygen quickly. My lungs can intake large amounts of oxygen. My heart can pump blood very efficiently. Why do I have great muscle growth capabilities? Why do my muscles grow much faster during exercise? Why do my muscles have high endurance? Why do my muscles have high stamina? Why can my muscles take a lot of pressure? Why are my bones very durable? Why do my bones have high stamina? Why can my bones maintain high mass? Why can my bones take a lot of pressure? Why can my lungs pump out oxygen quickly? Why can my lungs intake large amounts of oxygen? Why can my heart pump blood very efficiently? I have great muscle growth capabilities. When I exercise, my muscles grow much faster. My muscles have high endurance. My muscles have high stamina. My muscles can take a lot of pressure. My bones are very durable. My bones have high stamina. My bones maintain a high mass. My bones can take a lot of pressure. My lungs can pump out oxygen quickly. My lungs can intake large amounts of oxygen. My heart can pump blood very efficiently. Why do I have great muscle growth capabilities? Why do my muscles grow much faster during exercise? Why do my muscles have high endurance? Why do my muscles have high stamina? Why can my muscles take a lot of pressure? Why are my bones very durable? Why do my bones have high stamina? Why can my bones maintain high mass? Why can my bones take a lot of pressure? Why can my lungs pump out oxygen quickly? Why can my lungs intake large amounts of oxygen? Why can my heart pump blood very efficiently? I have great muscle growth capabilities. When I exercise, my muscles grow much faster. My muscles have high endurance. My muscles have high stamina. My muscles can take a lot of pressure. My bones are very durable. My bones have high stamina. My bones maintain a high mass. My bones can take a lot of pressure. My lungs can pump out oxygen quickly. My lungs can intake large amounts of oxygen. My heart can pump blood very efficiently. Why do I have great muscle growth capabilities? Why do my muscles grow much faster during exercise? Why do my muscles have high endurance? Why do my muscles have high stamina? Why can my muscles take a lot of pressure? Why are my bones very durable? Why do my bones have high stamina? Why can my bones maintain high mass? Why can my bones take a lot of pressure? Why can my lungs pump out oxygen quickly? Why can my lungs intake large amounts of oxygen? Why can my heart pump blood very efficiently? I have great muscle growth capabilities. When I exercise, my muscles grow much faster. My muscles have high endurance. My muscles have high stamina. My muscles can take a lot of pressure. My bones are very durable. My bones have high stamina. My bones maintain a high mass. My bones can take a lot of pressure. My lungs can pump out oxygen quickly. My lungs can intake large amounts of oxygen. My heart can pump blood very efficiently. Why do I have great muscle growth capabilities? Why do my muscles grow much faster during exercise? Why do my muscles have high endurance? Why do my muscles have high stamina? Why can my muscles take a lot of pressure? Why are my bones very durable? Why do my bones have high stamina? Why can my bones maintain high mass? Why can my bones take a lot of pressure? Why can my lungs pump out oxygen quickly? Why can my lungs intake large amounts of oxygen? Why can my heart pump blood very efficiently? I have great muscle growth capabilities. When I exercise, my muscles grow much faster. My muscles have high endurance. My muscles have high stamina. My muscles can take a lot of pressure. My bones are very durable. My bones have high stamina. My bones maintain a high mass. My bones can take a lot of pressure. My lungs can pump out oxygen quickly. My lungs can intake large amounts of oxygen. My heart can pump blood very efficiently. Why do I have great muscle growth capabilities? Why do my muscles grow much faster during exercise? Why do my muscles have high endurance? Why do my muscles have high stamina? Why can my muscles take a lot of pressure? Why are my bones very durable? Why do my bones have high stamina? Why can my bones maintain high mass? Why can my bones take a lot of pressure? Why can my lungs pump out oxygen quickly? Why can my lungs take large amounts of oxygen? Why can my heart pump blood very efficiently? I have great muscle growth capabilities. When I exercise, my muscles grow much faster. My muscles have high endurance. My muscles have high stamina. My muscles can take a lot of pressure. My bones are very durable. My bones have high stamina. My bones maintain a high mass. My bones can take a lot of pressure. My lungs can pump out oxygen quickly. My lungs can take large amounts of oxygen. My heart can pump blood very efficiently. Why do I have great muscle growth capabilities? Why do my muscles grow much faster during exercise? Why do my muscles have high endurance? Why do my muscles have high stamina? Why can my muscles take a lot of pressure? Why are my bones very durable? Why do my bones have high stamina? Why can my bones maintain high mass? Why can my bones take a lot of pressure? Why can my lungs pump out oxygen quickly? Why can my lungs take large amounts of oxygen? Why can my heart pump blood very efficiently? I have great muscle growth capabilities. When I exercise, my muscles grow much faster. My muscles have high endurance. My muscles have high stamina. My muscles can take a lot of pressure. My bones are very durable. My bones have high stamina. My bones maintain a high mass. My bones can take a lot of pressure. My lungs can pump out oxygen quickly. My lungs can intake large amounts of oxygen. My heart can pump blood very efficiently. Why do I have great muscle growth capabilities? Why do my muscles grow much faster during exercise? Why do my muscles have high endurance? Why do my muscles have high stamina? Why can my muscles take a lot of pressure? Why are my bones very durable? Why do my bones have high stamina? Why can my bones maintain high mass? Why can my bones take a lot of pressure? Why can my lungs pump out oxygen quickly? Why can my lungs intake large amounts of oxygen? Why can my heart pump blood very efficiently? I have great muscle growth capabilities. When I exercise, my muscles grow much faster. My muscles have high endurance. My muscles have high stamina. My muscles can take a lot of pressure. My bones are very durable. My bones have high stamina. My bones maintain a high mass. My bones can take a lot of pressure. My lungs can pump out oxygen quickly. My lungs can intake large amounts of oxygen. My heart can pump blood very efficiently. Why do I have great muscle growth capabilities? Why do my muscles grow much faster during exercise? Why do my muscles have high endurance? Why do my muscles have high stamina? Why can my muscles take a lot of pressure? Why are my bones very durable? Why do my bones have high stamina? Why can my bones maintain high mass? Why can my bones take a lot of pressure? Why can my lungs pump out oxygen quickly? Why can my lungs intake large amounts of oxygen? Why can my heart pump blood very efficiently? I have great muscle growth capabilities. When I exercise, my muscles grow much faster. My muscles have high endurance. My muscles have high stamina. My muscles can take a lot of pressure. My bones are very durable. My bones have high stamina. My bones maintain a high mass. My bones can take a lot of pressure. My lungs can pump out oxygen quickly. My lungs can intake large amounts of oxygen. My heart can pump blood very efficiently. Why do I have great muscle growth capabilities? Why do my muscles grow much faster during exercise? Why do my muscles have high endurance? Why do my muscles have high stamina? Why can my muscles take a lot of pressure? Why are my bones very durable? Why do my bones have high stamina? Why can my bones maintain high mass? Why can my bones take a lot of pressure? Why can my lungs pump out oxygen quickly? Why can my lungs intake large amounts of oxygen? Why can my heart pump blood very efficiently? I have great muscle growth capabilities. When I exercise, my muscles grow much faster. My muscles have high endurance. My muscles have high stamina. My muscles can take a lot of pressure. My bones are very durable. My bones have high stamina. My bones maintain a high mass. My bones can take a lot of pressure. My lungs can pump out oxygen quickly. My lungs can intake large amounts of oxygen. My heart can pump blood very efficiently. Why do I have great muscle growth capabilities? Why do my muscles grow much faster during exercise? Why do my muscles have high endurance? Why do my muscles have high stamina? Why can my muscles take a lot of pressure? Why are my bones very durable? Why do my bones have high stamina? Why can my bones maintain high mass? Why can my bones take a lot of pressure? Why can my lungs pump out oxygen quickly? Why can my lungs intake large amounts of oxygen? Why can my heart pump blood very efficiently? I have great muscle growth capabilities. When I exercise, my muscles grow much faster. My muscles have high endurance. My muscles have high stamina. My muscles can take a lot of pressure. My bones are very durable. My bones have high stamina. My bones maintain a high mass. My bones can take a lot of pressure. My lungs can pump out oxygen quickly. My lungs can intake large amounts of oxygen. My heart can pump blood very efficiently. Why do I have great muscle growth capabilities? Why do my muscles grow much faster during exercise? Why do my muscles have high endurance? Why do my muscles have high stamina? Why can my muscles take a lot of pressure? Why are my bones very durable? Why do my bones have high stamina? Why can my bones maintain high mass? Why can my bones take a lot of pressure? Why can my lungs pump out oxygen quickly? Why can my lungs intake large amounts of oxygen? Why can my heart pump blood very efficiently? I have great muscle growth capabilities. When I exercise, my muscles grow much faster. My muscles have high endurance. My muscles have high stamina. My muscles can take a lot of pressure. My bones are very durable. My bones have high stamina. My bones maintain a high mass. My bones can take a lot of pressure. My lungs can pump out oxygen quickly.